Welcome to Hiroshima, Japan. I'm Vicki Paddock for the Nuclear Age Peace Foundation. I'm here reporting on the 11th Annual Summit of Nobel Peace Laureates. Noting the 65th anniversary of the atomic bombing, Hiroshima's mayor Tadatoshi Akiba described recent events that he said represent a sea change in consciousness, as momentum and expectations build for a world free from nuclear weapons. The NGO he heads is working for total abolition by the year 2020.
The cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki created an organization called Mayors for Peace in 1982. But now it is one of the fastest growing, if not the fastest growing, NGOs in the world. We have more than 4,300 member cities and mayors around the world, and we are gaining 2 or 3 cities each day. That actually is based on the most important message that has come out of the hibakusha's experiences. Hibakusha is the Japanese word for the survivors. And their important message is that no one else should ever suffer as we did. The important point of emphasis that I should add is that no one includes literally everyone, including those whom you normally label as enemies. It's not saying that, okay, we are friends and therefore we protect each other, but then there are the enemies and therefore it's okay to fight. The philosophy of the hibakusha is that we stop seeing each other in a hostile framework. We are all friends and therefore we should really not tolerate such pains and sufferings as the hibakusha actually suffered.
Mr. Akihiro Takahashi represented the hibakusha on the dais, accompanied by drawings made by survivors. Only 5 photographs exist of the immediate aftermath of the bombing, as the only photographer in the city with a camera could not bring himself to shoot any more of the horror he witnessed.
It took courage for them, actually, even to survive. Right after the bombing in 1945, on August 6th in Hiroshima and August 9th in Nagasaki, the devastation was partly told by Mr. Takahashi yesterday, and you can see that in the museum. But the common sense really did not apply in a condition which these people often describe as the hell on earth. And that in that situation, just the choice between life and death did not become obvious. No one could have or would have blamed them had they chosen death. But under those circumstances, these people actually did choose to live, did choose to be human, to continue to be human. And that took an enormous courage and will on their part. And we really must start from there and then interpret their message that no one else should ever suffer as we did. And as a result, we have been advocating the abolition of nuclear weapons, and that movement intensified after 9/11 incident in New York, because many leaders in the world stated clearly that they would use nuclear weapons to fight terrorism. And for the hibakusha, that was simply unthinkable. Their sense of urgency, their antenna rose up and said that we have to do something about this. Just that to tolerate the leaders of the world saying that it's okay to use nuclear weapons for whatever reason, that's a completely intolerable to these hibakusha.
Mayors for Peace is promoting a 2020 vision campaign to abolish nuclear weapons by the year 2020, the 75th anniversary from the atomic bomb. We are creating a groundswell of public opinion across cities, towns, and villages all over the world, demanding that the world should be liberated from nuclear weapons by 2020. This demand must convince world leaders, including those in the nuclear weapon states, so that they would uphold the will of the people and make it their own political will to negotiate in good faith and with appropriate urgency a way to rid the world of this plague.
Yesterday, standing here on this spot in front of the A-bomb dome here in Peace Memorial Park, a man, a Hiroshima man, came over to me and asked if he could take my picture against this background. I said yes, of course, and he was a man in his probably 40s. And he had very few words of English, but he did say, "Forever, forever, forever, peace." And he was extremely emotional. He had sunglasses on. And he was trying to say with all of his heart that what happened here should never happen again. And also, because he was asking me, an American, if he could take my picture, he was reaching out to me in a gesture of peace. I was so moved by that experience. And when I looked closer, I could see tears falling out of his sunglasses, one after another. It was a beautiful moment. And so I only say that, you know, being here as an American, very difficult thing to do, but you get the overwhelming sense that the people here have forgiven. They're looking to the future. They want to be messengers of peace. And since I'm here for the Nobel Peace Laureates Summit, in which everyone's come together to discuss and debate and figure out how to end nuclear weapons in this world, it was an absolutely fitting moment.